when it comes to social media, John Friedman of MarketWatch is about as cool a guy as I know.
Hold that thought.
Hold that. But when it comes to Spotify, he says no dice.
No dice.
No dice. Spotify's not going to make you cool. By the way, you know, first of all, tell people what Spotify is.
Spotify is a way to hear music online. It's like you have a playlist you create for yourself and you share it with other people.
Right. Now, how is it different from, say, Pandora?
Pandora is not. It's the same because Spotify is it's a very tricky question because they're very similar.
Right.
Spotify is the new flavor in town. It's on Facebook. People share their findings on Facebook, and it's really a kind of a sharing kind of system.
It's more of a sharing.
Yeah.
Pandora is more of a you like this music, so we're going to serve up this kind of music.
Keep it to yourself. Exactly. Keep it to yourself.
Right. This is a sharing kind of music.
Right.
Now it irritated you. It gets under your skin for some reason.
The people who go on Facebook, which you don't belong to, may I remind people.
By the way, and every time I read a story like yours about things like this, I'm ever more sure about my decision to stay away.
What can I say?
I know, but
what can I say?
You go onto Spotify and all your buddies are saying,
these
"Hey,
people, you know,
John, I'm listening to this."
The Black Keys and Dave Matthews and then what do I care? Why do I need to know what you're playing on Spotify?
By the way, I mean, I hate to say, but why do you care what the other people have to say, period? I've told you this before. I don't even know why you spend all that time on Facebook.
Brother Newmark, you got a point.
I mean,
to a degree.
You spend all that time on Facebook, and then you get irritated because they're sharing what music they're listening to.
But to me, it reminds me of the whole furor around Google Plus and the iPhone. I have one. I'm cool. I belong. I'm in the group. You are not, so you are not cool. These people feel so entitled because they're part of Google Plus or they're part of Face or they're kind of.
But you're part of Facebook.
Not Facebook. Facebook's cool. But they're part of the iPhone originally, or they're part now of Spotify, which is a new club to belong to.
Yeah,
and I guess it's kind of silly. It's just
but isn't Spotify as it used to people? It's like having you know, all this musical content at your fingertips.
In theory, it's degraded because FM radio, as we now know, is basically oldies and classic rock, and you can hear new music, you hear new bands, which is great for the industry.
So you like the idea of Spotify?
Theoretically, it's great.
You got the real problem with the sharing.
Except for the people.
You got a sharing problem.
The people don't thrill me.
You got a sharing problem.
Well, I sometimes do.
But you write, you know, I find it a little strange hearing this from you because you write about music.
Yeah.
You've written a book about Bob Dylan.
Correct.
You're a big. In fact,
out in August.
You're. By the way, your thing. It's more than just. It's too much of an infatuation, Dylan, in you. I mean, it doesn't make you see the world straight. No, I love Dylan, you know, but not like you. I mean, you're a bit deranged when it comes to Dylan. So for a man who loves music like you, why don't you want to know if there are the other, you know, people you're friending out there, you know, hey, listening to the version of ISIS done at Budokan in '73, you know, what don't you, you know.
78. But it's true. But I just find the whole idea that people think they're special somehow or entitled.
That bothers you.
That bothers me.
But you can turn.
I like elitists.
By the way, can you turn off the Spotify notification?
Why? It's fun I get worked up because we're all excited. No,
so you say you hate the thing.
I'm sure you
don't
can.
Find it cool.
I'm teasing. Of course you can. Of course you can.
Turn it off.
Yes, I'm sure you can.
You can. So you don't have to know that your friend Ted is listening to the Black Keys.
I have no friends named Ted. But I know what you mean.
There was an illustration, John.
Fair enough.
That was an illustration.
Okay. But it's just, I don't like people who are elitists or intellectual bullies. That turns me off.
Well, you're talking about elitism and intellectual bullies. If you don't want any of that, just stay off Facebook. Stay off Twitter. You know, the problem with you is you're
I'm deranged. I got a problem.
You're attracted to the flame. You're like Harvey Keitel at the beginning of Mean Streets.
Great movie.
You know, Keitel, he goes to church. He's got his hand near the flame, right? He's attracted to the flame, you know, but he only gets too close. That's like you and Spotify.
What was the first song in that? It was called "Be My Baby." The first song in Mean Streets.
I gotta go.
It was great.
I gotta go. Put that on your Spotify list.